Alright, a lot of requests for videos out there on what the difference is between all of these different models. So I have both of the M's here. I have the 2017M, the 2018M. Not sure if you can see much of the difference. This one has grooves here. 2017M. This one's got a nice matte finish. It's a little like a... It's not a polished smooth. I've got a nonavong that it does not have a spinning mouthpiece. It's just a normal, regular one. But it is titanium. The nonavongs are titanium, which is nice. Here's an Omni. This is an XL. So as you can tell, this is the standard size M versus the XL. It's a little bit different. It's definitely nice to have an XL if you have larger hands. Easier to hold it, spin it as you're lighting it, things like that. As opposed to this guy where you know, if you have big hands, it's a little harder to hold. The Omni's titanium as well. The Omni has the mouthpiece that adjusts, so as you spin this piece, you see it comes all the way to the top, and I can spin it and it goes all the way down. And what that's actually doing is taking the condenser and pushing it forward as it goes down and pulling it back as the tip comes closer, and that's controlling the amount of airflow that you're getting in here. So this one has an air hole, but you don't necessarily need to fiddle it like you do the rest of them. The Omni's got the standard cap, just like all of them. It's got a titanium tip, and the titaniums have the 3 slots for controlling the size. You can do a full bowl, a half, or a quarter. The Omni's nice because it does cool, because the whole thing is titanium. It cools off a little bit faster than the others. The XL is nice because the heat only gets up to this area. It usually doesn't get up here, so if you're holding it up here, it's not a big deal. I actually tend to really like the weight on this one and the nonavong much more than these two M's. Simply for the fact that these are both titanium. The wood helps a lot. But if you're trying to hold them in your mouth, I don't know, maybe I'm just sensitive to it, but these are really heavy to kind of hold with your teeth or hold with your lips in your mouth. The difference really between the two M's here, let's just see them again. You can see the 17's on the left here and the 18's on the right here. The 18 has got more polished finish versus the 17, and it has this grip here. But other than that, they're pretty similar. They're the same length. It's just hard to hold them exactly. You know, they're the same length. The body is pretty similar. It's got kind of a mouth groove on this end here, mouth groove. It's still got the 2 gaskets in there, one on the end, one in here. The tips are pretty similar. They have same cap. I've found that the 18 has, because of this polished finish, I've dropped it a lot more, so my cap's got a few dents in it already, if you can see that. A few good dents there, as opposed to this other guy. Doesn't really have any dents, because I haven't really dropped it much. I think it's just the finish on this one. It's slightly more grippy, so when I'm flipping it in my hand, it doesn't slide out. So let me go ahead and take the caps off here, show you the difference between the tips here. So let me put them back in the right order. So again, you got the 17 on the left, the 18 on the right. You can see that you got kind of the double helix on the 18 versus the single helix on the 17. Otherwise, they're pretty much the same. They're both titanium, or I'm sorry, they're both stainless steel. And yeah, that's pretty much it. They've only got the one setting for the size. And let's see. The Omni, or the nonavong, I'm sorry, just because I haven't talked about it a whole lot. This one's titanium. It's got same tip as the Omni, because the Omni is also titanium here. So they're both titanium tips. They're a little bit grooved at the top. I don't know if you can tell that that's kind of cut down, as opposed to the stainless steel tip that is not grooved. It's kind of hard to see them, but you can tell a little bit there that that one's kind of, this one's got a little groove in it. It goes down, dips down, and the M is straight. But otherwise they're all roughly the same. Weight-wise, the M's are about the same weight. The two M's weigh about the same. They're both medical grade stainless steel, so they're the heavier of the two. The Omni XL is actually lighter than either of the M's, and the nonavong probably in the middle there. I started with the nonavong, so I kind of tend to prefer the nonavong and the Omni XL. Those are the ones I reach for the most. Then the 17M and the 18M is last, just because I tend to drop the 18 a lot more.